So the beef is over. The beef between my girl Tori and my girl Maya has officially ended. The ladies had a parley, they had to sit down and they figured it out. I'm just gonna show you a few key points of the conversation. Watch.
I think you also agree that Kamala is not the perfect candidate. Like, I think
she's not perfect, but we're not looking for perfection. And you even said that Donald Trump hates this.
And I
so
agree.
Why is everybody trying to scrutinize the only other viable candidate we have? You literally just said third party is not viable.
Yeah,
so why are we over here dividing and saying we're not going to vote for Kamala because of X, Y, and Z? As if that doesn't mean the genocide in Palestine will continue to happen regardless of who's in office. Before Kamala and Biden were in office, weren't Palestinian people dying?
Yes.
What is happening right now here? Because your television on Palestine, but we have to also think about the country that we live in. Where do you live? You live in America?
I do live in America, yes.
Okay, so we have an election that's coming up soon. Don't we have to prioritize that so that we can continue to support Palestine?
Prioritizing for sure. But I don't have black-eyed pussy doesn't really hurt my feelings because we kind of look the same eye-wise.
Yeah, and I know I have big eyes, and I didn't bring up your bug eyes. Somebody else said that you had big eyes. I just called you a hussy. I never said anything about your eyes.
You like the big eye comment.
I did like it because I thought it was funny. I thought it was hilarious.
And honestly, there are a lot of people who share the sentiment that they're no longer going to talk about Palestine because the criticism of Kamala.
Yeah.
It's not about the criticism of Kamala. It's the criticism of y'all criticizing us for voting for her.
I don't think what I said was inherently racist, and I think that's a messed up comment to say about me. Because I didn't make the video. Because you were like in the comments calling me anti-black.
Anti-black doesn't mean racist. If they wanted to call you racist, they could have called you black. That means that you have a bias against darker people, against black people. It doesn't mean that you necessarily
you think I made that video because I'm biased against you for being black? I would have rather have made it.
You didn't even mention that I was black. You just said a woman of color.
I thought black people were okay with being called women of people of color.
No, we're not. We're black.
Well, someone said that in my comments, and then I said, okay, I agree. Like, I won't say that again.
Okay.
I just want to say I'm sorry for what this has caused you, and...
You see that? Things can be easily solved within conversation. Easily. So, to my girl, Maya, I love you. To my girl, Tori, I love you. To my girl, Lynn, I love you too. Listen, stop blocking people. Come out here so we can have conversations with people. We can sit down and have some tea. No pun intended.
I'm gonna say this one more time. If y'all can't stop being anti-black when you disagree with black people, you don't need to be speaking on black people. If y'all continue to harass black people, black women, y'all will change the way in which they advocate for, in this case, the Palestinian cause. When this black woman said that she felt forced to vote for Kamala because ultimately that's the position she, like many other black people, are in this fucking country, and y'all resort to harassing them, essentially. Saying that they're not doing enough, saying that they're not advocating for the cause properly without having a real conversation with them, without empathizing with the situation that is being black in America. You're not doing anything for the cause that is Palestine. It's just true. You're not. You're going to lose a lot of black people because y'all are creating an unsafe and anti-black space for black people to express the reality of being black in America. You think that that essentially means that they're the villain of the story. That's not true. And the more you guys treat black people as the villain, the less that they're going to show up and advocate for your cause in the way that you want them to. It's just the truth. Because personally, no troll comment can stop me from being an advocate. No troll comment can stop me from making content about it. But that's not the same for every other black person. They might stop making content for it because they don't want to get harassed. And I can't tell them not to, I can't tell them otherwise. Because it's not fair that they're being harassed. They're being attacked with anti-blackness day in and day out whenever they do speak on it. Would that discourage me? No. But is that inevitably going to discourage other people? Yes. And if you think otherwise, your intersectionality is fucking broken. When you made a video sitting here saying that a woman of color, first of all, she's not a woman of color, she's a black woman. I don't know who told you otherwise, but they got you fucked up, and you fell for it. When you got on here, you retold your interpretation of her video, knowing damn well her video's still up. I fact-checked it. I saw all the videos. You were very off base. You knew that she was going to get harassment. You have 2.1 million followers. There's no such thing as a sneak diss when you have a big account. I don't understand why y'all don't understand that. You guys do the same shit every single time. How many times do I have to say stop with the fucking sneak disses? And then she made a response. I mean, listen, at this point, you've kind of validated her frustration because first it started with, body counts. And I get those accounts all the fucking time. But then it turned into a creator with 2.1 million followers talking down to her. That's insane. And I'm gonna say this to all my spam accounts and bot accounts and private accounts, your place isn't to play fucking morality police in black people's comment sections. Y'all don't stand to lose anything from what you do. You don't do anything. You don't repost, you don't make content, you don't advocate for something on your page. It's so crazy because one of my mutuals made a video and there was this person, going in and then sitting there and saying, well, I can't make any content because if I do, I'm gonna get harassed. But you're harassing black people in their comment section, but you understand why you can't make shit because you don't want to get harassed in your real life or get persecuted in your real life or, get fired from your job, but you want to be the fucking morality police? Make it make sense. Make it fucking make sense. Y'all are so comfortable talking to black people any type of way because at the end of the day, we're your punching bags, and it's just the truth. It's just the truth. It's easy to punch down. It's so easy. And as somebody who's been speaking on Palestine, who's been speaking on Congo and Sudan, who's been organizing far before that, and who will continue to organize regardless of the harassment that I get because I'm a big girl, I can handle it, it's still just so disappointing to see other organizers or protesters or advocates fall back on anti-black rhetoric when they have disagreements with black people. Because at this point, I don't even care what y'all are arguing about. Cut the anti-black shit out. Like, you will not help your cause being anti-black. Period. I don't care what cause it is. That's just the truth. If y'all don't fix your intersectionality, you will fucking lose support from people online. Not because they want to stop advocating for Palestine, but because they want to stop interacting with people who are anti-black towards them. That is the natural thing that human beings will do.
I tried to tell y'all 3 weeks ago these folks were anti-black, anti-American, anti-woman, anti-everything but their agenda, and I got called every name in the book for it. Y'all were making up words to call me, not even understanding the definitions of what y'all was calling me. But you know what? It's okay because the conversations are being had, and I'm glad that y'all are seeing it. I took the first hit. I took the first stab. You are welcome.
Out, right? It doesn't feel good when you're being called out.
Can you just
you relax. You relax. Don't tell me to relax.
It's like, how are we gonna? Please, I just want to talk.
I know. I don't care because the way you did it was wrong. You should always run everything you post by your friends, since you need to run every word that comes out of your mouth, Pastor, like you are right now. And I don't care about you being frustrated and feeling like you're being attacked. What about me? You don't care about that because you're only centering your cause and what the hell you want. But you don't want to talk to me because you don't have that passion.
I just want to talk to you.
back it up.
Does this feel like we're talking?
Answer the question. Did I say that I will never support Palestine again?
Did you say?
I asked you.
Did you say you're going to take it out of your bio and
Didn't
never
they ask me to take it out of? Didn't they ask me to take it out of my bio?
Okay, but you know what people ask me every day?
Oh, please stop it.
You know what people ask me every day?
I don't care. Listen to what I'm saying. When you made your video, you said, "I'm glad that that girl took the Palestine flag out of her bio." Please let me say what I'm saying. You literally said, "I'm glad she took it out because you're not going to listen to Palestinian people when they're telling you that we do not want to vote for Kamala Harris because she is funding our genocide." Please let me finish what I'm saying. Please stop trying to cut me off. You brought me up here to talk about your video.
Yes,
so let's talk about your video. You brought me up here to talk about your video. So I want to talk about your video. No, you want to drive the conversation to make yourself look better. You want to drive the conversation to make yourself feel better.
I don't
saying what I wanted to say.
Like, I'm
You
not
do
here to
care
feel better.
because why are you on here talking about it? Because you care.
Oh my God, I just want to say one thing. I'm just going to say one thing and then I'll unmute you. I'm going to say one thing and I'm going to unmute you. I'm going to let you finish. I said in my video and my follow-up video, those were not Palestinian people telling you to take Palestine out of your bio. Those were not Palestinian people. We are Palestinian people and we would never tell you that. Palestinian people are literally begging anyone to support them. Anyone to support them. I get insane comments all the time telling me not to support gay rights, telling me not to support black rights. There are very racist people. There are people co-opting every single movement we have, telling us not to support each other. Palestinian people did not ask you to do that. I'm going to unmute you now, but I had to say that because you were saying something that wasn't true. And that was that Palestinian people were telling you to take that out of your bio because that's not true. And actually, one more thing. I said I was glad that you took it out of your bio because it seemed like you didn't care about Palestine when you said you would never ever speak about it again. Like, the Palestinian people are massively being massacred, and it hurt me as a Palestinian.
You should have sat with those feelings instead of coming on here and projecting it onto me. That's the whole thing about.
Did you watch the same live that I was on? Because where was I buddy with her? At the end, I was just over it because it wasn't getting anywhere. She kept over talking me. She kept cutting me off. She wouldn't let me hardly ever even finish a sentence. She muted me at the beginning of the live. And then she barely even said sorry to me. She didn't apologize directly to me. She said, "I'm sorry for what it may have caused." She wasn't sorry for what she did. She wasn't sorry. She never said, "I'm sorry." And when did I say, "Oh, it's okay. I forgive you"? I said, I want to just move past it. I want to be done with it. And that she needs to be more mindful with her platform. Ain't nobody buddy. She's not my friend. We'll probably never be friends. And that's fine. But that doesn't mean that I don't get to talk about the live. That doesn't mean that I don't get to talk about my experience. Y'all think she gets to apologize and then what is that, a gag order? Does that mean that I no longer get to speak? Are y'all insane? What is wrong with y'all? I really don't care. Like I said, I don't care what happens. Leave me out of it. Leave me alone.